mud wasn't here from a storm last night. Ha, Lieutenant. It's obvious the man took his shoes off and went, you know, I should have seen that. and the guy never knows to just shut his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
He's getting away with it.
Yeah, you were getting away with it. Lawyer up or something, you dope.
Well, I watch it with my girlfriend, and whenever Columbo goes, that explains it. I go, he's got away with it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay, we might as well turn
off the hook.
Yeah. Well done. That's a perfect crime. Let's watch something else.
And it's always some little thing too. Like one thing was an earring in a trunk, which as evidence would be kind of nothing. It's like, you know, I found an earring in his trunk, and it's like, I killed her because she was cheating on me. And the guy just completely spills his guts.
But there's one I saw that was really bizarre, where Columbo gets the mafia involved, and they help him out. It's a whole thing, this whole elaborate... But it's great. The thing about Columbo is... you know who did it from the beginning.
Right from the start.
Right? You know Columbo knows. Mm-hmm. You know he's going to get caught. So what you're waiting for is when Columbo tells him how he got caught.
The pinch, right.
And it's just so classy.
Yeah, no shows are really done like that. It's like the payoff is right at the beginning of the show.
Straight away.
Which is also a
piss off. You're done.
Yeah. It's like, it'd be like 5 after 6, and you go, oh, Columbo's on. Shit, I have no idea what's going on.
I know.
You can't sit through 2 hours.
How elaborate the murders are as well. Then it's involved. It's great.
The one with the record player and a string, so a book falls to make someone downstairs think a gun was fired. It's like,
amazing.
Who's setting up an elaborate murder like this? Just hit him with a friggin' ball-peen hammer and leave.
At dark. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's so great. I know. I love that fucking show, man. But, what do you think of The American Office?
I love it.
Yeah? Think they did a good job? Good adaptation of the...
You know, the press were against them to begin with, because where The Office made a mark in America was in the industry, really.
Yeah.
And so when this came along, they were going, it's doomed. And I think they did everything right. I think Steve Carell's amazing. I think the cast is great. Greg Daniels is such a great presence. Mm-hmm. It's slightly different. It's probably it's got to be slightly different. You know, it's a very slightly broader, I think. He's better at his job, but I just think you probably don't get that sort of office. In England, you can survive till you're 65 doing really bad stuff, but no one fires you.
My girlfriend brought up a good point when we were watching your version. The American version, they kind of hide their contempt for each other, where you guys let it out a little more. Your contempt of each other, sitting there and just being pissed off, and you'll let people know, like, you don't like this person. Where there's more phoniness.
But that's
I
how
think
it works
that's more American.
Yeah, that's how it is.
It's like
in
there's this phoniness here in an
everybody
office
but
where
the person.
Yeah, you won't tell that person. Yeah.
Really? Because I think
definitely.
that there's a misconception that the English are very, very reserved and can't get out their feelings.
No,
I think when it comes to sort of like bitchiness, then we do that. That's what you do after work. You go, you sit down every night and go, oh, you know what happened to me, and it's sort of like that camaraderie, I suppose. Yeah, we do. I suppose we do. Yeah.
And I saw, I was like, who's that girl? I know the girl Dawn and stuff, and she was from Shaun of the Dead.
That's it. She got with Simon Pegg, who's
you know Simon.
I love him. I think he's amazing, and he's got a new film coming out called. Has he been on here?
He's supposed to come in. We have him booked. That movie is amazing.
So funny.
Yeah, he's hysterical.
Got a funny little head as well. He's like a cartoon head.
Funny.
Telling me he looks like Charlie Brown that grew up. But he's lovely, Simon. He's great.
That is one of my go-to movies. Like, I will just pop that on, and you can't help but just love it and love the character.
But he's such a nice, funny man as well.
I can't wait to have
he's
him
great.
He's great.
I'll tell you, when's he coming on?
I don't know. We got to work that out.
With
when?
Roland.
I'll tell him I love it.
Roland,
guy.
Have you noticed Roland?
He's coming in April.
In April.
In April?
Yeah, that's when he's coming to the U.S.
You wore an Office shirt for today. You are just such a tool sometimes.
I hope it's a bootleg and you get in trouble.
No, it's a real thing. They sent it to me. It's official.
It's official?
Yeah.
He gets a little nervous, and he has a very hard time talking on mic.
Well, why don't we show him?
Which is just horrid.
He's a great booker for the show, but when it comes to actually talking about stuff, what do you like about The Office?
Behind the scenes
The
guy.
English version of The Office.
The English version?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just called The Office in England.
Yeah.
It's called The Office. The American version.
Yeah, you're right.
No, it's funny, witty. Ricky's amazing in it.
All right, why is he amazing?
He's hysterical.
I'm gonna have this sort of bullying when he's being nice about me. I'm on his side. It's just me and you against the rest of them. Okay, right. Let's keep this fair. Okay, you go for it.
But he's very shallow. He won't give you any substance to why he likes
you never
anything.
get deep. He can never get deep.
And when it gets really uncomfortable, don't say a word, because that's when this bit gets really good. All right, so why is he amazing in The Office, Roland?
Just his comedy style, his writing, his timing with the cast, Steve Merchant.
You're terrible. That's fine.
You just let him hang.
There was nothing wrong with that at all.
You know what? That was actually the best he's ever done. Ever.
I've seen smoother testimony in child molesting trials.
They said you've seen a lot of those.
From Roland. You did good. Don't worry about it.
All right, thank you.
Does he have to go soon?
Ricky.
What's the deal with extras?
10:40.
What's that?
What's the deal with extras, and why am I asking you?
I don't know, because you're afraid Ricky
Extras is on HBO now. I think that it's the second
season 2.
It's kind of the way we get so you could plug it and tell people that don't know what it's
let's
about.
not be subtle about this.
Yeah. You guys always scheduled for season 2.
Well, I think I'm here to hang out with you guys.
Sal,
Yeah.
you're right.
I've lived 3,000 miles to meet you. No. I did. I couldn't make it last time. I was down to do it last time.
We had you on the phone once.
I know. Yeah, I remember that. No, it was great.
So what's the extras about, though? It's a little weird to have extras on HBO. Explain that. Is it?
Well, it's.
Is it you guys doing the commentary, or I'm confused? I have
No,
The show's called Extras.
Oh,
You're
the show
thinking
extras.
of DVD extras.
God, holy shit!
sorry.
I'm thinking DVD extras. I'm sorry.
No, well, yeah.
Car crash. All right. I'm heating up.
Does anybody remember last night?
Holy crap! What
it's
a loser.
show called Extras.
No, I know.
And it follows.
Yeah.
Great.
You play the beautiful thing is he's like an extra in it, and it's like you play. You're very good at playing like just a simple guy, like you make regular people interesting. An office manager, an extra. That's what I love about it. It's like you don't need to play the big shot. You just play just an average ass and make him.
I don't think it's fun to play the big shot either, is it? I just think when I start giving myself roles about a cop who lost his badge because he was drunk, and now his wife's been kidnapped and he's going to get the badge. That's when you know it's finished. When you start believing that. When you only take roles where can I have a gun? Well, no, not really. Oh, can I have a gun? Well, an office manager wouldn't have a gun. I think he might. I think he might have a gun. Yeah.
Just playing the regular guys.
It's fun to play the putts. It's much more fun playing David Brent than Andy Millman in many ways, because it's you and also when you're playing the putts, you can put other cast members off. That's the most fun for me, actually putting them off while I'm playing them. Whereas if you're playing the straight one, you can't really. So I need something else to keep my interest up.
It's so odd to watch that, because you don't think you're acting watching it. Like, do you find it difficult to play that character because it's so natural? When I watch The Office, I'm like, this is a guy, this guy. I've worked with these people, guys like this. Do you find it hard to act like that?
I don't find acting that hard.
Really?
And I never get lost in the role. Very rarely you get lost in the role. This is the misconception when people say, "Oh, I was so into it."
Yeah.
You're not. You're thinking of lunch, and you're going, "Oh, they're not meant to stand there." You don't get lost.
You're not one of those. He taught me so much.
Everything
my character.
I tell you what, the cameraman puts me off, which is a bad
really?
thing. But yeah, I'd say, can I go further back? A light puts me off. So no, I don't get lost in the role. But maybe a few you get caught up in it. Some of the drama moments are more exciting than comedy, really. Like I remember one that we did where David Brent had to cry for his job back, and there you get really into it. You really get. You try and
where he begs not to be redundant. That where he's talking.
Exactly,
that was a great scene. There's like the one scene where he breaks down. And
that's the one scene I felt like a real actor as opposed to a bloke trying to make people laugh. But no, most of the time you're thinking, oh, these shoes are annoying me, or oh god, he's sniffing. The cameraman's sniffing. Everything. Anything puts me off, honestly, because it's you want it to get it just right, and you know, and I do get hungry very quickly, and lunch is coming, and I start thinking, oh, come on, I gotta do it. So no, I'm not one of those people that worries about my method.
And do you find that it's difficult to have such hands-on with a project like that? It's easier.
But if you see, this is the thing about middle management. It's either no responsibility, where you leave and that's it, or total responsibility. It's being caught in that middle ground where you can't do everything you want and you have to compromise, but you know, you have to do certain things. So no, I'd rather be in charge or just turn up and go home. It's that, yeah, definitely, yeah. It
makes for
easier.
long days, though, I guess.
Well, if you're in charge, you can do anything. So I can suddenly go, I think David Webb would sit down for this.
It's like the little time.
Fun, yeah.
Rewrite.
They capture everything perfect. It's like even things that like aren't like my favorite 2 scenes in the whole series were both non-comic scenes. It was one was that scene where he asked for his job back, and one was when Tim turns the microphone off.
Mine too. That's my 1 and 2, and they happen after each other. And we swapped them around in the edit as well. Originally, we were going to end with the. Don't think we thought we should end with you know, the other way around.
Oh, what was the Dolly Parton line?
Yeah. Apparently, there's a country station that uses that as a jingle, and I just think of it's the one when I go, Dolly Parton. If you want the rain, you got to put the rainbow. You got to put up with the rain, and people say she's a big pair of tits. And I just think of Dolly Parton listening to country radio, and suddenly hear someone talk. Why are they saying that about me? What's that from? Who's this DJ just saying that? This is strange. I'm Dolly Parton.
But this is where you're getting them. Mackenzie Crook, right? That's how you say his name. Is giving you the massage, and he's just giving him like you're sitting there, he's standing behind him, and he's giving him. It's the awful massage that someone gives you at an awkward moment. It's the stiff, like just kneading the hands on the neck, and it doesn't feel good, and you can tell it doesn't feel good.
And that's
captured that.
That's the longest pause we've ever done. That's the longest silence we ever did. We timed it just for our own amusement. Yeah, just like a couple of nerds going. That's the longest we've ever gone without saying anything. Just looking at the camera. That is the most fun in the world, to look at a camera. It's the most. I mean, I miss it in everything I do, which is a problem for an actor.
Yeah, because
all the time.
Don't look at the fucking camera.
Absolutely,
right.
I just want to go. just turn around and just stare straight down the lens.
Shit, that was the look.
It's so much fun.
That was the look for a split second, you bastard.
100 years ago, they nailed it 100 years ago. They're just the idea of that. I'm with this idiot, and that's that's just. This is radio. People at home are going, he's looking at the camera.
Fuck off, I'm entertained as hell. I just gotta tell people out there, it's a very good visual.
There's
for
a
us
scene that Jimmy always brought up as hysterical, and I finally got to see it. When you're listening to the answering machine, your answering machine with that hot girl in the
Oh yeah, listening back,
and you're listening to like, no, you're just like talking back to it, and then you go to throw it out the window as a joke, and turn around and you drop it. It falls right in the trash can.
First take. I was so lucky.
You wanted it to go in the trash.
Of course, yeah. And so it looks great.
It looks great, and then it's broken and. You're just an ass.
If you look, I can't believe my luck. It falls. I go, you can say, I can see it. That I go, wow, what a shot. It just fell straight in the can.
Oh, is that perfect? It was like slapstick and perfect embarrassment. It was exactly what happens when you're trying to be funny in front of a chick and you stink. That was exactly what happens. It was perfect. Fucking thing. He's just trying to be a goof and he drops it in the garbage like a boob. Right there, you're emasculated. You cannot recover from that.
There's no coming back.
Oh dear.
Hey,
Love it, man.
We should go to the phones. Everybody wants to say hi here. Andrew in Queens.
Well,
you don't have to put them on. Maybe put them because you got to save your hair for TV.
Put them in the back.
Listen, my hair. I don't look.
Do that, Gary Owens, Roman Martin.
Go old time radio. All right, here we go. Andrew from Queens. What's up, Andrew?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Just a big fan of Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merch, and I think there's a couple of great writers. And I was fortunate enough to catch the whole second season of Extras, and I got to say, some of the best stuff I've seen on TV in a while. And I think next week's episode with Danny Radcliffe is the most douche-chilling, embarrassing things I've ever seen on TV. And I got to say, my favorite moment on Extras is that scene where he just dances like a fool, and there's just that quiet silence at the end, and he just has to slowly step back and go back, and it's just. It's just really funny for me to watch. Better than American TV than I've seen in a long, long time.
Wow.
And I just want to know if, because I watched the end of Extras, if there's going to be a third season to that.
Probably not. We're not going to say never like we did with The Office. But Probably not, because as I say, it takes so much, and we put everything into it. I mean, we're running out of megastars. I think there's only Bono and God left. But